Hi guys and girls, this is Olaf and today I want to do an introduction of the Pioneer DDJ-WEGO2. So that's the second version of that series. By now there's also the third version, so the WEGO3 on the market. But right now I want to look into that device in particular. Why is that? Why do I want to look into that? Well, if you look at DJ controllers that are out there right now, the problem is that most of them will happily connect to everything that runs on your Mac or on your PC. And then, well, a few of them might be connecting to your iPad and even there on particular applications, on apps only. And that is kind of a shame because when I look back like a couple of years, when you would look at the analog mixes that you had, like all the stuff from Pioneer and whatsoever, you know, the idea was like you have this mixer and that mixer could basically insert everything and output everything. So you connected your turntables, your CD player, your tape decks, if you remember that. You know, in more modern times, even USB sticks, whatsoever. And on the outside, the outputs, well, you could connect your hi-fi amplifier at home, or you could even connect really strong amplifiers that you have in clubs or even on big stages and so on. So it's like that diversity and that flexibility to connect with everything and play on everything that you have and really be flexible with it. That's something that nowadays controllers, DJ controllers in particular, really miss a lot. So they're really focused on, well, that is your device, that is your world, and this is what you have to live with. And that's something that I don't like. I like flexibility, and well, here's Pioneer coming out with the WEGO series, trying to address exactly that a little bit. So what you have here is you have a very, let's say, easy, basic, entry-level kind of DJ controller, which covers 2 decks if you want to. It depends a little bit on the software. You could even do 4 decks, but basically you have 2 wheels. The most important things: cue buttons, hot cues, a little sampler. Again, like I said, always depending on the software that you use. You have the crossfader, obviously. You have the speed sliders. You can do loops with it. You have a basic 3-level or 3-band equalizer on it. Well, everything that you usually need for a controller. And the good thing about this particular piece, that Pioneer WEGO, is actually that it aims to connect to basically everything that's on the market. So you can connect it to your Mac and run the typical software that's on the market with it. You can connect it to your PC, do exactly the same thing there. You could also connect it to your iPad, and basically most of the DJ software that's on the market will support it. And well, that's also great. You can also connect it to your Android, and even there, the existing software aims to work with it. So that gives you really a strong point in flexibility. So I mean, if you go to a party and you just bring the thing along and a friend of you has his Android device, you could simply connect it and start DJing from it, which is very easy. The same goes like if you go to a club and you bring your MacBook or your PC with you. That works also fine. So there's a lot that you can do with that single device, which is really cool. That's what I like, and it gives you a certain flexibility that you have. So let's look a little bit roughly on it. This is how it looks like. I already showed you the wheels. Let me turn it on. You will see some some animations that is happening with the lights here. Which is like, yeah, it looks funny in the first moment. But yeah, I mean, this is something, maybe it is a little bit too much, but okay, that's how it is. This is what Pioneer did. It remembers me a little bit on my first Sony series, but hey, that's how it is. And I mean, here you have your wheels, and you can control the music with it, and do some stuff. Of course, you can take down and up the volume. You can take the crossfader to cross between two inputs that you have. You have loops obviously taking place. which is very cool. You can slide over mix versus the preview and so on. You can change the speed of the sound and so on. All of that is possible with it. And you can do, like I said, you can do this like with the different software and the different platforms. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to review the different platforms that you have and see how well that device works on it. And while I'm on it, I'm also going to look a little bit back onto the first version, so the WEGO1, and a little bit also back on what the WEGO3 is doing in comparison to this device. But I started with this device because right now you can get this for pretty cheap money on eBay and other platforms. So this is maybe a good way to, well, not invest so much money and still try things out. So let's get started. We're going to start on PC and Mac.